G'day. It's day, I think 7 of the Northwest Tasmania quarantine, and we're getting low on supplies, so I'm doing a essential supply run, and I just thought people might like to see what it's like out there. So I've got my mask on, got my list, and ready to go. Righto. Let's see how busy it is out there. I suspect not very. Just wondering whether I'll get stopped by the police and, queried about whether or not it's essential travel or not. Oh look, I'm not 10 metres from my house and there's another car. Alright, so these are PPE, the face masks. There's been some confusion about how you're meant to wear them. Some people are saying that you're meant to wear the blue side if you're well and the white side if you're sick, or something like that. It's actually a hoax. The correct way to wear them is blue side out, and the reason for that is the blue side is a hydrophobic layer, so that means that it repels water essentially and liquids. So if you get coughed on, it sort of stays on the surface of it and doesn't get absorbed into the fabric, while the white side actually is an absorbent layer, and that's for your breath. So when you breathe out, it gets absorbed into the absorbent side, the white side, and so you don't spread anything you may have out there into the wide world. So obviously secure everywhere. Now I've got a beard and I had to trim it up to fit it even partially securely. Like, this is not ideal, but I didn't really want to get rid of the entire beard. Who knows whether that'll become a thing that I do in the future, depending on how bad it gets. So talking obviously of SARS-CoV-2 coronavirus, so COVID-19. In case this is being watched back in perpetuity. Got people out mowing lawns and doing exercise, jogging. Only very few cars on the road. I picked Sunday because I figured there might be less people doing essential supply runs on a Sunday, but who knows? Maybe people are at home with their live church sessions or whatever. So I don't know, me as an atheist, that doesn't worry me, but I'll definitely use that opportunity to my advantage if I can. So I'm approaching the supermarket, and let's see how busy it is. Now, this is a complex that's got Kmart, Coles and Woolies in very close proximity. It's in Devonport, Tasmania. That's where I live. And Kmart, as everyone would be aware, is closed in northwest coast of Tassie, which is currently in a severe lockdown because our hospitals had quite an outbreak, medical staff being infected. So they're doing like a 2-week lockdown, and we're about 7 days in. Okay, so there are a few cars here. It's not crazy, but about a third of the car parks are taken, so yeah, it's not no one. Signs up saying keep your distance. Alright, here we are. Get my list. I don't think I brought my bags. Damn it. It's alright, we'll get some plastic ones. Okay. Do I take that? No, I leave it in the car, I think. No, I'll take it with me. So I'm bringing an extra mask just in case. I broke the strap of this one and stapled it back together when I got it out of the bag. So yeah, maybe it's not the best one and it may snap. So. Let's see, I do actually have a couple of bags, but it's not going to be enough. I had them all set up ready to go, but was more interested in doing this recording, I think, so didn't end up bringing the majority of my bags. Right, well that's the first leg of my shopping adventure done. Sorry about the big black thing over towards this side. That's where I'm jamming the phone so I can record this. A few people in the store. Not overly crowded day, so my prediction that Sunday would be a good day to shop seems spot on. Just going to try and make sure that I don't get muted by the headrest that I'm propping this up with. No hand sanitizer, limited toilet paper. Everyone's friendly though. Not many people wearing masks. I only saw one other. We had a bit of a chortle about all the crazy people not wearing masks. Bit weird. That's half of it done. Now I've got to go to Coles. That was just Woolies that I went to. Hey, wish me luck. Righto, that's the second lot done. The all important TP. And for the cat. Right, so just got fuel station, get some of that cheap petrol. That's if we have it here in Tassie, because Tassie's always had higher petrol prices than anywhere else in Australia, except for maybe remote parts of Darwin or Western Australia maybe. But hopefully it's cheap. Not that I think I've used much, probably still got a full tank from last time. I am just going to go put this away. The old homemade hand sanitizer made with 3 parts isopropyl alcohol and 1 part aloe vera after sun lotion. I know. So a few more people in Coles that had PPE than Woolies. Ooh. Get this scented. There we are. Alright. So off to get some fuel. Probably grab some takeout drive-through for the family. And I might actually stop at the bottle and grab some more bitters. Let's do that first, shall we? Might grab a couple of extra things from there as well. We'll see. letting someone out, P-plater. Looked like he was going to pull out regardless, so better off letting him out. Even though he should have waited. Just going to turn the aircon on. It's getting quite warm. Actually, we were told that there was a cold front coming through, but wearing this mask, it's fogging up my sunnies. Oh, prescription glasses with clip-on sunnies. And I wore a jacket because of the reported coldness. It's quite warm though. So I'm sweating like a motherfucker. Probably look like I've got corona. So it's funny, like I've met a few people in the supermarket today who were wearing the face masks, and we had common ground and we struck up a distance conversation. So like, nice to see someone else taking it seriously, sort of thing. And yeah, my comment was like, yeah, don't want to talk to these other crazy motherfuckers who don't have protection. Bit of a turnaround. Like before, you'd see someone with a mask and think, ah, what's their issue? Have they got some sort of allergies or just weird paranoia or what? But nowadays it's basically, what are you doing without one? Don't you care for your family and your friends and your old people in your life? Those who are immunocompromised. I'm not sure if you can go in. I'll find out. Righto, bye for now. Righto, I'm back. So I was able to get the alcohol. You had to go in a particular door at BWS, the Woolies bottle shop, and come out another one. And they've got signs posted, don't come in if you're sick, just don't. Which is fair enough, really. You shouldn't be risking their lives if you're sick. Righto, so petrol station is the next place that I'm going to go. Get it all done with one motion, huh? Weird section there, you have to drive on the incorrect side of the road for that bit. Alright, so after that I'll get some KFC, I think. Some nice zinger burgers. Wow, it's dead down the town centre. There is no cars down there. So shopping centres, yes. Town centre, no. It's a wasteland. It's nothing at all. There's someone's walking. Another one. Okay, so this side there's a little bit more, maybe because it's a thoroughfare that's closer to residential places, on the same road as some takeaway stores. So otherwise, yeah, down in the actual centre of town, there's nothing at all, or no one, I should say. I suppose there's a few cars in that car park back there, but that's a work car park. So I'm guessing there's some essential services still being provided. Probably in the health building, just back there. Which is my petrol stations. It's the next one. Just going on one of the back roads so I don't have to do a U-turn further down. So, not an unpleasant experience. Given everything, I haven't been stopped to check to see whether or not I'm doing essential stuff, which I obviously am. And no one's been a dick about the PPE. In fact, other people with PPE were very encouraged to see someone else and friendly and talkative. And people kept their distance, even those who didn't have the gear on. I must say, more people had gloves than had the masks, and I've got the mask but no gloves, but I've brought some hand sanitizer with me. So there's that. Now I'm down to just over half a tank, so I am going to fill up. And I won't leave you running because that will be boring. So I will be back shortly. Righto, that's petrol done. Must have turned on the windscreen wipers. So the nice lady at the Caltex Woolworths petrol station here in Devonport informed me that a couple of places are doing handmade, or not handmade, business made I suppose, sanitizer. So the Terry White chemist and one of the distilleries that's in town, kind of like boutique type. So that's good to know. Means it's probably as good as anything you'll get, especially in the homemade sort of variety. Maybe even be better. Certainly should be up to WHO standards, the World Health Organization, with the 66 or what is it, 60% alcohol. Anyway, I've placed my order for dinner or lunch, and I'm heading up to KFC to pick up my burger box. Bunch of zingers. The modifications that my family like. One of them doesn't like mayo, but they like bacon and cheese. One doesn't like cheese, so they just get bacon. They don't mind mayo. And me, I just like everything, so I just get a zinger with bacon and cheese. And then there's a spare one, which I'll no doubt scoff down because I'm a fat bastard. Right. Might keep you on for this, since I'll be in the car. You can voyeuristically watch me talk to a mechanical box for my order, which I paid for already on the app, which is very convenient since I don't have to handle money because I just use Apple Pay, and they just give me my food, and as long as no one who's working there has COVID and coughs on the food, we should be okay. And hopefully they're taking such due diligence, but who knows. Still open, still frying, drive through only. Good, because I already paid for it. So this might be a little bit of a wait. There's quite a few people here. Just to give you a quick look. So you see there are quite a few people ordering KFC. I don't blame them, I'm doing the same thing, so yeah. Right. Oh, that's no good having that in the way. If anyone's wondering what type of car I'm driving, it's a Honda CR-V 2006 in Burgundy. We've had it since new, so we bought it in 2007, like February I think it was. And it's done us alright. Had a problem early on that should have been warranty, and they couldn't find the fault, so they charged us for investigation fees early on, and just before the warranty, the 5-year I think it was, warranty ran out, so like 4 and a bit years into owning it, we got jack of it, and we called Honda Australia, and the guy there was like, oh look, I'm coming down, the main mechanic-y guy up there, I'm coming down to the state, I'll have a look at it and see what we can do. He came down, took one drive in it and goes, I know exactly what that is, and yeah, that's definitely covered by warranty. It was the automatic forward drive switching box or something like that. It was kicking in and out, and so it just made everything just feel weird. And so, as you can understand, feeling weird is a bit of an ambiguous thing, but you know, it was more like, well, when we park, it just feels sluggish and weird, and there's just something pulling, and it's just, yeah, it's a hard thing to sort of ask them to diagnose, I guess, but still, if the guy from Honda Australia can come and pick up on what it is with one look, I would have expected the mechanics to be able to pick that up without having to do investigation after investigation, charging us all the time. And so we were like, so obviously this was you guys not being as confident as you should be with your job. How about refunding us some of these investigation fees you've charged us over the years? And they wouldn't come at that, so we stopped going to them, and we went to someone more local who we actually trusted. So there's the story of our car, and it's been alright since then, except when it blew a clutch master cylinder. I think that's what it was. I'm not a car person, so if any of this doesn't make sense, that's my fault. Yeah, so we were parked one day in Alveston, or my wife was, and she got in the car and went to go, and boom, green liquid everywhere. I think it was green. No, I don't think it was. I wasn't there, so I don't know. She described it. Liquid everywhere anyway, and car no go. So she had to get it towed. Took them like 2 months to get it fixed. I don't know what was going on there, but we had Devonport Jacksons look at it, and they thought that the whole clutch system needed replacing, but they just couldn't fit it in, so they sent it across to the Burnie service centre, and they went, oh no, that's the master cylinder, so you just need a new one of them. So it actually cost us, you know, half what it was going to cost us, what our originally quoted one from Devonport, and yeah, they fixed it within a week of having it, or week or two. So yeah, that's fun. They're the only two real problems I've had with this car. One was warranty, and the other one's just, you know, maintenance. But you expect that after, I can't see, it doesn't have it. I've got temperature on the display, not kilometres on the odometer. I'm about at the speaker box too, so I may not start any new story until I get a chance to let them know what's going on at the speaker box. This makes an interesting video, I'm sure. Why is this so crooked? It's weird, it feels crooked when it's straight. Touching the touching the face mask, not the best idea. I'll sanitize my hands. You've probably seen me do that a few times today. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean the COVID's not out to get you. I talk to the machine. Hello, I've got online order 4478 for Daniel. That's already paid for with Apple Pay. Last window, thank you very much. So, the person in front of me hasn't moved far enough forward to allow the person behind me getting in. Our drive-through here is really strange actually. It's like, it's got two speaker boxes and then the two paths merge. It's just, no one seems to be able to navigate it properly to allow other people to get in. People leave way too much room. When you can get right over to the outside edge, generally, as long as people aren't leaving ridiculous amounts of room, like this lady in front of me is. And you can stick your nose right in the corner here. Like, I'm halfway up this person's car on the other side, trying to let this person behind me in. No doubt she's nervous, because here I am, looking right at her through a back window. Yeah, people don't realise if you stick to the outside edge on this outside one, you create more room for the people behind you. It's just about being courteous and mindful of other people. So obviously we got to go one then the other, one then the other. Everyone takes the racing line instead of going to the outside edge. This person in front of me is going to clip the curb. Oh no, they just missed it. I've gone to the outside. I'm just going to signal to this guy to go. Might actually know him. Oh, can't see me. Hello. Yeah. No, it's not who I thought it was. Trick of the light. If I move up as much as I can, and the person behind me can let the next person in, which is how you'd expect to do it, huh? And then everyone's happy. Alright, we're on the home stretch now. Successful day getting essential goods. Didn't find hand sanitizer. Couldn't get isopropyl alcohol to make my own. We've only got probably a quarter of a bottle left of the isocol. We've got probably a quarter of a pump pack of store-bought hand sanitizer left. Yeah, great. At least there was toilet paper, quite a lot. There was no Quilton, which is the brand we like, 3-ply Quilton. In Woolies, only Kleenex, which we don't tend to like, just personal preference. And there was quilting in Coles, so got it from Coles. Otherwise I would have went to the local Coles Express fuel station, because they've had pretty reliable supply, albeit a small supply, of toilet paper. That's where we've gotten our last two 20-roll packets. Today I got a 20-roll from Coles. I was hoping for the 24 from Woolies, but if they're not stocking it, they're not stocking it. So you buy it where you can. Spent twice the amount of money that I normally would shopping today. Resupplying after about 10 days, I think it was, since our last shop before that, and 7 of those days being in isolation. The northwest isolation, the lockdown that's been going on down here. We're not infected, at least we don't think we are. But everyone on the northwest coast has a travel ban, so this is my one shopping trip in that time. I got to talk to the lady. Got the online order that was prepaid. So yep. Cheers. Get close to this car as I dare to let the other person get in. Shocking how many times I come in here and people are leaving half car distances between cars, and it's like, if you just scooch up a bit, then the next one will be able to pay for theirs. Don't know what it is, why they can't think of it. Righto, so I'm next. Here we go.
The online order for Daniel?
Yep, prepaid burger box. Cheers.
We don't have any 1.25, it's 2.
Yeah, 2 of those is fine, as long as it's no sugar.
Have a good one.
Yeah, cheers. Righto. We have hunter-gathered. Time to take the spoils back home. Feed the tribe, as it were. Right, so I will be getting rid of the PPE as I get to the house. Sanitizing my hands again. I'll bring all the groceries in, sanitize again, probably have a quick wash. Probably change my clothes. Yeah, change my clothes, have a wash, and have some food, then probably have a shower. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, so not many people out, more than I thought at the supermarket, but I think I chose the right day because it was only a quarter full, a third full, the car parks, and it was getting more full by the time I got out. So going at the time I did was probably good though. Wow, it took me almost 3 hours. That is a long shopping trip. I suppose with everyone going slow and giving way to people, it just takes a little bit of extra. You can't just go bam, 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 bam and get what you want in and out. You've got to be mindful of other people, keep your distance, pack your own bags. That's what we had to do. Yeah, you're relying on other people's speed and courtesy to get it done as quick as you can. sometimes they don't, but fortunately, and I'm happy to announce that by and large they were. Still takes time though. Better killing time than killing people though. So, yeah. I'm almost home. Hope you enjoyed coming with me on this little adventure. Hopefully it's not too boring. And this is my stop. Alright. I'll oh, look at that. There we go. Probably see you on an Angry Aussie live stream soon. Bye.